Hey, what's up, Army? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to share this space with me. I hope you're doing well. I am just going to get right into it. I have a channeled message that I'm going to share with you, and then where we'll go after that, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how long it takes me to get through it. So I did a little you know how I do I take a picture of the charms. I was cleansing my charms and Spirit showed me a group of some of those. Anyway, they said over here, this group over here. So I took a picture and I'm going to post it later, and I did a little charm reading. I was going to do a video, but I'm just going to write it out and post that on the community page. So look for that. I finished that. I cleaned up the charms and I was getting ready to come on here, and my candle was burning like very low, 101. And I started hearing Bob Marley and Lauryn Hill, Baby Turn Your Lights Down Low. Well, it's not Baby, but Turn Your Lights Down Low. I don't know if you know that song, 111. And the lyrics that stood out to me most was, I'm just going to say them. I'm not going to sing them. I got this message for you, girl, but it seems I was never on time. Still, I want to get through to you, girly, on time, on time. I want to give you some love. And I got the energy that someone's been waiting for you to be ready for them. It's the energy of someone waiting for you to heal so that you can receive them with an open mind and heart. Someone with pure intentions that didn't want to be a rebound. They want to start with you on stable ground. They recognize the importance of personal growth and healing. And then I saw there's this meme that I posted on my Instagram, probably it was a long time ago, where it says every man has two choices: either be the man she needs you to be, or sit down so she could see the man standing behind you. This person has been waiting for you to finally tell someone to sit down and leave you alone. This takes knowing your worth and enforcing healthy boundaries. This takes healing to be able to tell somebody no. Yesterday, I was making a couple affirmation cards for myself, which actually leads to the charm reading I did earlier. Which you'll see that later. Anyway, I was making out some affirmation cards for myself, and I put, because I have some blank ones in these, so I pulled what I thought was a blank one out, and I wrote the affirmation, and then when I flipped it over, it had a card. It was one of my already made cards. So I took it as a message, and the card that I accidentally wrote on the back of was this one: walls keep everybody out. Boundaries show people where the door is. And now I have it up here forever because I like it, because I like the way that happened. So this person has been watching someone manipulate you and toy with your emotions, and has been waiting for you to finally see it. They could have come in and told you, but would you have listened? And if you did listen, you still would have needed the time and space to heal. This person has genuine love. I like this. Sphere said they're the real deal that's been standing behind the clown all along. And I heard, don't confuse me with that guy. We're nothing alike. It's like some lessons we have to learn on our own. It makes me think almost like a parent and child relationship. You know, if your son or daughter is dating someone that you can clearly see is no good for them, and you tell them chances are you're just going to push them closer to that person. They're going to rebel. They're going to feel like you don't want them to be with anybody. They're going to feel like you're being controlling. They're going to, like I said, some lessons we have to learn on our own. And whoever this person is, they've been waiting for you to learn your worth. They've been waiting for you to be able to release whoever this clown is. If this message is for you, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. And then I heard Whitney Houston, "My love is your love." Your love is my love, and my love is your love. It would take an eternity to break us, and the chains of Amistad couldn't hold us. All right, so then I was getting the one that's really meant for you won't feel like chaos. And if you're confused about someone from your past, it could be because you're confusing your past energy with your future energy, which is something that's been coming up. We've been talking about jumping timelines, releasing the past that's actually holding you back from merging into this new, healed, better version of yourself. And this person, whoever they are, has been holding you back, has been standing in the way. Even if they're not in your life, energetically, they've been standing in the way of you moving forward, being able to move past them. Your true counterpart comes after your healing, and they will feel like peace. I had somebody tell me one time that when you meet your person, there will be no sharp edges. There will just be flow. And when she told me that at the time, I didn't really understand that because I didn't know what that meant. For me, love and relationships, there was always a pointy edge. There was always a jab, a dig, an insult. There was always something. It doesn't matter how convinced I was that this person was meant for me. There was always a sharp edge somewhere. This is just flow. There's no sharp edges, because the healed version of yourself attracts a healed version of somebody else. And the way you love and respect yourself, this person will also love and respect you, because they have that same love and respect for themselves. 808. You understand? I know you understand. I know you get me. I know it. The thing is that when there is somebody with such a I was going to say toxic grip, right? But the only reason that toxic grip can exist is because of the unhealed parts of yourself. It really requires looking in the mirror and asking yourself, what am I really holding on to? And this energy continues to come up. What am I really holding on to? What has this person really shown me? And the question Spirit poses, what do you need to release? Who do you need to release once and for all? For some of you, your true counterpart has been waiting lifetimes to get to you, but hasn't been able to because you were never able to release the clown, heal, and claim your true fortune. This false counterpart has been a decoy, a dummy prop, a roadblock, standing in the way of who is truly meant for you out of selfish, controlling reasons. This is that obsession, that possession that we've been talking about, that snake wrapped around your heart that in that reading I posted on the community board yesterday. just because they refuse to heal and release you. They refuse to heal and release you. This person has spent lifetimes, once again, take it as it resonates, but this person has spent lifetimes convincing you. This is something that it goes deeper. That's where the struggle in releasing comes from, is because of the lifetimes of programming that this person has convinced you. I'm getting again that Stockholm syndrome, that falling in love with your captor. This person knows your genuine nature. This person knows your heart. This person envies that. It's that golem energy. 1111. It's that golem energy. It's that I just want to keep you and hide you and all to myself. I don't want anyone else to have you. This person refuses to heal, but they want to keep you in a box or on a shelf or waiting. And it's up to you to see that. It's up to you to see that this person doesn't want you to see your value. And there is a level of healing that some of you need to do to really, because it's more than just fuck you, I don't need you. The healing comes in seeing this person for what they are and forgiving them for what they are. Seeing and saying, I can see why you're like this, and I hope you heal. I hope you heal. But this is the last lifetime that you will ever be able to control. This is the last straw, that last chink in the chain that needs to break. This is not only about releasing yourself for your future in this lifetime, but releasing yourself for future lifetimes. Ending this person's reign over your soul for good. Not allowing them to keep you captive anymore, not allowing them to keep you from the real deal. Taking this stand for yourself. Healing so that you have an open heart for the real person. Once again, I'm hearing that quote, walls keep everybody out. There's a lot of people that get hurt by love and write it off for the rest of their lives. They allow that hurt to keep everyone out. But that's not healing. Just like ignoring your shadow and not acknowledging the darker parts of yourself is not healing your shadow. It's making it worse. It's making it darker and more dense because you're not bringing the light into it. This is setting your boundaries, knowing your worth, and standing for that with strength. Because when you heal it, instead of run from it, then you have nothing to fear in your future, because you know if anyone tries to come at you with that same energy, you're going to see it a mile away, and there's no way in hell you're going to fall in that trap again. If there is still fear that you will fall into that trap again, if there is still fear that somebody's going to come in and control you and manipulate you again, then there is still healing that needs to be done. Once again, it is obsession, it is possession, it is not love. And this person might fight to keep you, but they can't see. They're blinded by their own shadow. They think that their need to keep you is love. And we spoke about that in the other reading, that this person thinks obsession and possession equals love. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they think or what they feel. It's if you consider yourself to be an empath, an intuitive, connected and understanding the emotions of other people, then you recognize that we can feel things that are not our own. This person projecting their need to possess could make you feel like this is where you belong. This is why there's that need to really look and get real with yourself and say, is this where I belong? Do I believe that this is where I belong because it feels good? Or do I believe that this is where I belong because this is what I've been told? This is what I've been programmed to believe, even though none of it feels right. The collective needs to learn the difference between obsession and real love before they can see the true blessings standing right in front of them. And when I finished writing that, I looked over at my candle and it was back to full brightness, which I thought was really freaking awesome. This is for somebody, and you will know that you've healed when you can look at this person and say, I appreciate the fun that we had. I appreciate what you've taught me. I appreciate who I was able to become through what we've been through together. But respectfully, I have to go. If there is still fear in closing the door, then there is still healing that needs to be done. If there is still fear in saying no, then there is still healing to be done. I'm seeing the card, never trade honesty for company. If you feel like you have to walk on eggshells, or you're afraid to stand up for yourself against this person, or you're afraid to speak your mind, or you're afraid you might ruin something, there's still healing that needs to be done. Because love does not make you feel like that. Not love that comes from God. Not unconditional love. Ask yourself, whoever it is that you're holding on to, does their love come unconditionally? Or are there conditions? Are there rules you have to follow in order to get their approval? And this goes deeper than just some past relationship or past person that you can't get over. Because the reason you can't get over them is deeper than surface level. It goes back, that Six of Cups energy, it goes back 2112. It goes back to, for example, how were you treated as a child? Did you have an authority figure that made you feel like you had to earn their love? That made you feel like you had to be good to gain their approval? You had to be the perfect child, or you had to cater to them, or you had to never speak your mind or never question them. This even goes as deep as looking at your perspective of God. God is unconditional love. Period. Do you feel like you can only be approved under certain conditions? Because God loves even the most evil person in the world. Whether you see God as a singular being or a universal force. We all come here on the same playing field with the same tools. We've discussed that before. We're all given the same tools, and what we choose to do with them is our choice. Free to make our own choices, but we're not free from the consequences of those choices. Our free will gives us that power. But exercising our free will doesn't negate our access to God's love. The only thing that negates our access to God's love is denying it, blocking it out, going against it, going against love, working against others, controlling others, trying to control others' free will, trying to control the lives of others. That's what blocks God out. If a person doesn't feel connected to God, it's not because God isn't there. It's because they are choosing fear over love. God is found within love all day, every day. I don't care who you are, or what you've been through, or what you've done in your life. God is love. God's love is unconditional, is universal, doesn't discriminate. I know there are people who like to think that it discriminates because it feels better to say, God is going to punish you. But in reality, we punish ourselves with our own karma. We get back what we put out. It's really that simple. You spew hate, you get back poison. We reap what we sow. That is our own doing. Because we all have our choices. Choices. I don't know how we ended up off on that tangent. But this message here is about truly analyzing what is at the core. Asking for the illusions that hide the truth to be removed and genuinely meaning it. Because just because we want the truth, we don't always want to see it. If that makes sense. Sometimes we can know the truth, but our trauma and our pain can put us in a place where we refuse to see it. Think about kids that go to their parents and tell them that their other parent is abusing them, and these parents that don't believe them. No. They refuse to see it. It's there in their face. Sometimes, for some people, maybe for all of us, it's less painful to believe the lie than to face the fact that the one person we've lied to the most is ourselves. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we want somebody to be that we can refuse to see them for exactly what they're showing us. This message is talking about not trying to change anyone but ourselves. Not trying to heal anyone but ourselves. Others heal through our example, not through our force. People change because they want to, not because we tell them to. And just like some people can't see the true character of another person unless they're actually willing to see it, it's even harder for someone to see their own flaws. It's a lot easier for other people to point fingers and see what's wrong with everybody else. But that mirror can be cold-blooded. And being a true light worker, being a true warrior, really choosing your side in the world of quote unquote spiritual warfare is less about seeing the darkness in other people and more about being able to see the darkness within ourselves. What is that Carl Jung quote? Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Acknowledging your own darkness. Looking in that mirror, taking accountability. That's where courage comes in. That's where real light work comes in. Shining light on your own shadow. That's what lifts the collective consciousness and the collective subconscious. The more people that do that, the lighter that collective shadow becomes. The less demons we have to battle. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is about healing yourself in order to heal the collective. Leading by example, facing the truth, no matter how hard it is. Is there somebody meant for you? Is there somebody that's your true match? Absolutely. But like I said before, they are on the other side of your healing, waiting for you to truly love yourself. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to take a little break and I'll come back. I'll pull some cards or something. If you're still with me, you're a real one. And I really hope that you got something out of this, because I know this is for somebody, including myself. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do, your love, your support. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one. You're beautiful. I love you.